Shalom. All right, let us check the feed real quick and get rolling. GMS Charlotte. All right. We're live. All right, hey, Shalom. Hey, GMS Charlotte back at you with another live lesson, live camp through the Holy Spirit, the Rakak Kodash. Before we get started, we give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Kodash.
Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders and great millstone who taught us the truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring in the house of David, the elect, that's pushing his word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. Shalom. All right, we out here to bid them to the marriage. You Israelites, salvation is for you. You are the chosen sons of the power. You so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, Hispanics. All right, we are at the time of the end of the world, the end of the age. Esau is going down. World War III, famines, pestilence, a great time of evil that's coming upon the earth. Pursuing the Revelation 6th chapter, man. All right? When you read that chapter, it goes into what? The four horsemen. It goes into the plagues, the famine, the death. All right? All these things are sanctioned for Babylon, for the world. Scriptures tell us in 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, that sorrows were going to come upon the world on every side, man. All right? So this message is for those who are able to receive it, which are the elect, man. All right? Blessed is thee, what Yahweh Shai said, blessed are thee that have ears to hear and eyes to see. All right? Spiritually. So we're going to get into this thing. You know, the Lord willing, the camp is edifying, man. All right, all hell is about to break loose, and Yahweh Shai is coming with healing in his wings, man. Salvation, the chariots, what the world ignorantly calls UFOs, man, to gather up the very elect. The Lord willing, we are those men. All right? Whoever want to read. Yep, Isaiah 62.
Isaiah 62:1. For Zion's sake will I not hold my peace, and for Jerusalem's sake I will not rest until the righteousness thereof go forth as brightness, and the salvation thereof as lamps that burn.
Right, the brightness is really the light, man. This knowledge, the wisdom in Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Real quick, go to Sirach, chapter 24. Give me verses 32 and 33. Because this righteousness, it says, I will not rest until righteousness thereof go forth as brightness, and salvation thereof is a lamp that burneth. All right, the light, you know, and the prophets also represent that light as well. All right, Sirach 24, verses 32 and 33.
This is the book, Sirach chapter 24, verse 32. Reads, I will yet make a doctrine to shine as the morning, and I will send forth her light after off. It's like afar off. Verse 33.
And that light, this wisdom, is shining afar off, meaning it has reached the four corners of the world. All right, you have the elect that have been scattered abroad that are taking witness of the light and they're waking up. This is why you have different brothers, different camps all around the earth rising up, standing up. Okay? The Lord said that I should be to them as a small sanctuary, whether they been scattered to, roughly paraphrasing. So you got brothers all over the globe, all right, that are professing the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and acknowledging the truth. All right? Go ahead, Al.
It's the book of Sirach chapter 24, verse 33, and it reads, I will yet pour out doctrine as prophecy.
Yep.
And I will leave it to all ages forever.
The Lord said he was going to pour out doctrine as prophecy and leave it to all ages forever. Right? So we have the truth. We are the generation now standing back up upon our feet in these last days with the 100% truth. Regardless of what you niggas got to say or how you feel about it, all right, we got the truth. We have the wisdom that's going to get us on the chariots, man. That's going to bring us salvation, man. All right? The wisdom that we need, hey, the Lord gave us the wisdom in these earthen vessels that we need to receive salvation. Point blank period, man. All right? That was it. You go back to Isaiah 62.
Isaiah 62 and verse 2. And the Gentiles shall see thy righteousness, and all kings thy glory, and thou shalt be called by a new name, which the mouth of Yahweh shall name.
Go ahead.
Verse 3. Thou shalt also be a crown of glory in the hand of Yahweh, and a royal diadem in the hand of thy power.
Yeah, a royal diadem, all right, which is like almost like a turban, so to speak, which symbolizes how the elect are going to be put back in that royal position, all right? Matter of fact, go to Jeremiah 3 and get verse 17 where it says that Jerusalem should be known as the throne of the Lord. Okay? Because, hey, that's what's coming to the planet Earth. A new government. All right? A righteous rulership, man. Okay? That's going to bring back the earth in its proper order, man. Its proper strength, if you will.
Which one you said?
Jeremiah 3 and 17, Baba Shah.
Con is Jeremiah, also Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse 17. It says, at that time they shall call Jerusalem the throne of the Lord, and all nations shall be gathered unto it.
And that's what? That's the kingdom. That's the elect being put back in that position of power. All right? Jerusalem shall be guarded as the throne of the Lord. Go ahead.
To the name of the Lord, to Yerushalayim, neither shall they walk any more after the imagination of their evil heart.
Right, because that's when the world is going to learn righteousness, pursuing to Isaiah 26 and verse 9. Because, hey, when righteousness is sown into the earth, back into the earth, and established, all right, the law, statutes, commandments are going to be the law of the land. So these heathen, they're going to learn righteousness, man. They're not going to walk after their imaginations of their evil heart, man. Okay, like we said before, you know, Moab ain't going to be eating shrimp and fucking rats, right? Pork, you know? Not, yeah, go ahead, because they're not going to be worshiping idols, okay? Because, hey, the law, statutes, commandments is going to be the standard, the image of the world, man. The guidelines of the earth, if you will, man. That's what's going to bring the earth back into pure righteousness, right?
This is Zechariah chapter 14 and verse 16. And it shall come to pass that every one that is left of all the nations which came against Jerusalem shall even go up from year to year to worship the King, the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and to keep the Feast of Tabernacles. It shall be that whoso will not come up of all the families of the earth unto Jerusalem to worship the King, the Lord Yahweh of hosts, even upon them shall be no rain. And if the family...
And we're going to have that power. You know, to send forth the plagues, to send forth droughts, right? Go ahead.
And if the family of Egypt go not up and come not, that have no rain, there shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh will smite the heathen that come not up to keep the Feast of Tabernacles.
Hey, because when you read Revelation 11, going into those two witnesses, the northern and southern kingdom, the Lord said he was going to give them power, that type of power. You know, we're going to have pure power. Hey, the Lord, what did he tell Peter? He was going to give him the keys or whatnot, you know, which is going back to the dominion, the power and authority, man. You know, the keys of David, you know, which all goes back to complete dominion and power. So we're going to rule over the nations, man, as promised. Revelation, the 2nd chapter, Yahweh Shai said, he that overcometh, the Lord was going to give power over the nations. And we're going to rule them with a rod of iron. Thus saith the scriptures. Right?
Yep. This shall be the punishment of Egypt and the punishment of all nations that come not up to keep the Feast of Tabernacles.
Right.
So that's that mandatory subjection that we're going to instill on the earth.
That's right.
You know, because these heathen that are underneath us, when we're in the kingdom of heaven, they're going to be subjected, as the elder was saying, to uphold our high holy days, to worship our power, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and not these false idols.
That's it. That's it. Get Micah the 4th chapter, add on to that. Beautiful.
This is Micah chapter 4. But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord Yahweh shall establish in the top of the mountains.
And the mountain of the house of the Lord is the kingdom, the top government. Jerusalem being the headquarters, all right? Go ahead.
And it shall be exalted above the hills, and people shall flow unto it.
Yeah, the nations. It shall be exalted above the hills, and the people shall flow to it. Because Israel is going to be the top government. It's going to be the ruling authority in the earth at that time. Go ahead.
Micah 4 and 2. And many nations shall come and say, come, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord Yahweh.
That's right.
And to the house of the power of Jacob. And he will teach us his ways, and we will walk in his paths.
See that? So the heathen are going to have to learn the ways of righteousness. As we read in Jerk, it's going to be mandatory.
That's that notion that the brother's reading right now, that's the heathen coming to their senses due to us having that rod of iron. You know, they didn't take a willingness to say, oh, we should go up there. No, we beat that into their ass to say that out of fear. You know?
Because hey, we read earlier that the nations are no longer going to walk after the imagination of the evil heart, right? Because hey, they're going to have to be subjected to righteousness.
That's going to be they're going to be purged out of that thinking.
That's right.
And he will teach us his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For the law shall go forth of Zion.
Yeah, see, the law shall go forth from Zion. The law, statutes, commandments, man. The righteousness of the Lord, man. It's going to go forth out of Zion, right? Throughout all the earth. Go ahead.
And the word of the Lord Yahweh from Jerusalem.
That's right, because Jerusalem is going to be the headquarters, the capital, so to speak. Right? Go ahead.
And he shall judge among many people, and rebuke strong nations afar off.
Yep.
And they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up a sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore.
Right, and it's not going to be any more wars in the earth, man, because hey, at that point in time in the kingdom of heaven, the earth is going to be ruled under a supernatural government, man. All right? You're going to have a divine government ruling the earth, man. That's the elect, the house of David. So the nation, it would be foolish for the nations to come against that, man. That's why these nations are not going to learn war anymore. And plus, they're going to be in subjection. They're going to be in slavery, man. Right? That was it, right? Come on. Bring it out, brother.
Yeah, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 60. I'm going to start at verse 10. It reads, And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For my wrath I smote thee, but my favor have I had mercy on thee.
And that's the mercy. The Lord said that strangers shall build up thy walls, because in the kingdom of heaven, hey, Israel ain't going to be working, man. The heathen nations are going to build up the kingdom of heaven, man. And Lord willing, we part of the first fruits to be a part of that story, man. To see that happen, to see the kingdom of heaven be established from scratch, so to speak, man. Strangers shall build up thy walls, man. Did we not build up the society? Did we not build up the world? Were we not under the subjection of the nations? So that's the mercy of the Lord.
Every heathen kingdom that came before America, we built.
That's it. Go ahead, Al, anymore?
Yes, sir. Isaiah chapter 60, verse 11. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually.
That's right.
They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought.
Right, so, hey, that's the substance, man. So everything, the resources, the riches, the people themselves, all right, we're gonna obtain all of that, man. It said that, read that part about their kings being brought.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 60, verse 11. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring thee bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles.
Yep.
And that their kings may be brought.
Yeah, their kings may be brought. So you got to understand, rulers, kings like Vladimir Putin, the leaders of China, Iran, all right, all the heathen leaders of the world are going to be under our subjection, man. That their kings may be brought. Let me get a quick precept, right? It's Isaiah 49 and 22. It says, Thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, behold, I will lift up my hand. It's Isaiah 49 and 22. Thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, behold, I will lift up my hand to the Gentiles, and set up my standard to the people. And they shall bring thy sons in their arms, and their daughters shall be carried upon their shoulders, right? So, hey, we're going to inherit people, man. Psalms, the 2nd chapter, man. Right? It says, verse 23, And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens shall be thy nursing mothers. All right? So you're talking about these heathen kings and queens of prominence are going to be slaves, man. Right? It says, They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, for they should not be ashamed that wait for me. See that? So we're not going to be ashamed. We know that these words that are written are faithfully true. And this is what the Lord said, man. Right? Yeah, go ahead, bring it out.
Psalms 149 and verse 8. Matter of fact, I started verse 7. To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people.
Yeah.
Verse 8, the point. To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron.
Yep.
You know, speaking of those high-ranking Edomites, those high-ranking heathen, okay? Because as the elder has said, you're going to have these prominent heathen that are held to a high standard, brought very low to the point of being debased to slaves, you know? And that's really their true lot. At the end of the day, they're supposed to be under us, not the other way around.
That's it. And that's the mercy of the Lord. Because, hey, the nation of Israel was subjected under all nations, man. And the Lord said he was going to avenge his temple. And we're in that time. That's why we're pushing the Spirit of the Lord, all right, to bid them to the marriage, man. Because these things are upon us, man. The kingdom of heaven is at hand, all right? Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed it, man. This is why they're trying everything in their power to stop this this word from building, so to speak, man. Well, like I had made mention in Ezra, the 4th chapter, you know, them heathen nations, they tried to stop the building of that second temple, man. You know, but it's not going to be stopped, man, because this temple right here, the tabernacle, the Lord said, my tabernacle is with men. So the men of the Lord are the temple, man. Right? So anyway, let's go back to the Isaiah 62. Let's read more precepts. Right? Isaiah 62, and let's start back at verse 2.
This is Isaiah 62 and verse 2. It says, and the Gentiles shall see thy righteousness, and all kings thy glory. Thou shalt be called by a new name, which the mouth of the Lord shall name.
That's right.
Thou shalt also be a crown of glory in the hand of the Lord, and a royal diadem in the hand of thy God. Thou shalt say,
I'm so sorry.
Thou shalt say no more, be termed forsaken,
right.
neither shall thy land be any more termed desolate, but thou shalt be called, how do you see that?
Hephzibah, which means my delight is in her. All right, matter of fact, give me Jeremiah 6 and 2. All right,
Sorry.
y'all go ahead and bring it out.
Jeremiah 6 and 2.
It's Isaiah chapter 6 and verse 2. It said, Jeremiah, okay.
Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 2. I have likened the daughter of Zion to a common and delicate woman.
That's how the Lord views the nation of Yasharala. That's his woman. Okay?
Verse 3. The shepherds with their flock shall come to her, and they shall pitch their tents against her round about. They shall feed everyone in his place. Prepare ye war against her. Arise, let us go up at noon. Woe unto us, for the day cometh, for the day goeth away, for the shadows of the evening are stretched out. So that's so I want to read this here because in the book of Jeremiah chapter 6 verse 2, pretty much the Lord ordained Israel is pretty much like a woman, man. You see that? So when you pretty much out here and you defiling yourself with other religions, other philosophies, things like that, you're pretty much allowing yourself to be defiled, man. You see? So I'm going to read it again. This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 6 verse 2. It reads, I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. So that we're waiting for our bride, our bridegroom, our shine. See that?
We're gonna make this quick.
Yeah, bear with me. We gotta move real quick.